Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Just wanted to share my 1997 CBR600F3 build I've been working on for the past few weeks. I got it from a friend of mine. He bought it from a guy that had a collection of bikes. It was kind of sitting around in pieces for quite a while. Tires were flat, it was missing quite a few parts. The fuel pump relay was disconnected and missing. Fuel pump wasn't working. Kind of see the fuel relay there was kind of hanging weird. I ended up rebuilding the carburetor and cleaning it out to make sure it would actually work. I got it started, but it wouldn't run very well. It leaked a lot of fuel from the little fitting going into the carburetor from the fuel tank. So I ended up taking it home on my truck tailgate to work on it at the garage. Got it in the garage. It was also missing the muffler. Put one of those on from a CBR600F3. That foot peg was cracked. Got one used on eBay, so went ahead and replaced that. Zipped off the 12mm bolts holding that on, and also had to get the brake switch put back on there. Yeah, bypassed the fuel pump relay to get it started, but I ended up putting a new one on there and got it hooked up properly a little bit later. Kind of see how that's cracked right there. Wouldn't have held up much longer. It was missing the bushing in between the wheel and the brake caliper on that side, so I went ahead and got one of those used as well, and I replaced that, put that on there. And bled the brakes, and then filled the fluid back up. It was all disconnected, so I had to get it all back together again. It's time to actually rebuild the carburetor. Come to find out, mine was the California model, so it had a bunch of extra components on for an EGR, as well as that ram air solenoid, which I think all the bikes had. So quite a few vacuum hoses and things to disconnect to get the carb off. I got a rebuild kit and took the carb apart and rebuilt it. Put new pilot jets, main jets, did those fittings, new O-rings. I got the choke working properly, that was frozen before. And also replaced the float bowls and floats. That's the EGR, and then the ram air solenoid all connected how it showed in the manual. It ran, but not very well. I just took it all off and bypassed it. So I took the exhaust off and built a block off plate to cover off the holes for the EGR. And I took off that canister. There's the plates I made. So I did a ram air delete and a EGR delete on it. Replaced that front tire as well as the back tire. The other one had a bulge in it from sitting so long. The fork seals also needed to be replaced. They were leaking pretty bad. Didn't have any of the special tools for it, so I just ended up using a set of screws and then my pliers to pull the old seal out. Worked pretty well to get it out. And then replaced it with a new one, as well as a new dust cover there. And then I needed new boots for the carburetors. I had to take it back off to put those on. And then it ran a lot better after I replaced those. The oil needed changed as well as the filter. I also did a coolant flush. And I got a whole new plastic kit for it on eBay. Kind of an aftermarket blue kit, blue and yellow. Took a little bit to get it to fit all up properly, but ended up getting on there okay. Got a set of mirrors for it too. The mirrors were missing, so I had to get a used set on eBay. And then the plastics didn't come with any of the decals, so I ended up just cutting some out myself using our Cricut. Had some leftover vinyl from another project, so printed out the carbon fiber Honda logo and then the CBR text. And also put the Honda logo on the bottom and on the wheel. This is before I adjusted the idle down, but it's the first time really driving it around. It's really good now. I'm missing that back grab handle there. I need to find one of those. But it really runs real well, starts up really nice, especially after syncing the carburetors up, getting all the butterfly valves to open up at the same time. That made a really big difference. But yeah, it looks a lot better than it did after sitting for so long, and I was missing so many of the other plastic parts. That tank cover ended up working out real nice. And here's just a quick video of driving around a little bit. But it pulls real good. I adjusted the clutch cable and then the throttle cable as well, so it's real nice and freed up, and then I drive and shifts real well. But yeah, it's really my first time working on a bike like this. I really just work on cars and Jeeps. Haven't worked on a speed bike like this before, but it was a good learning experience. And now I know for the next one. Yeah, thanks for watching. If you like content like this, feel free to like and subscribe. I'll be posting more stuff, cars, trucks, Jeeps, whatever other projects I've been working on. Yeah, thanks again.